Nikki, you know you're on mute, right?
I
Oh,
said
let
that's
me
a
do.
good way to start the show.
Right. Man, we hungry and it's on a Monday. Let me at least do the timer countdown. Hey, and welcome to It's Monday with Darby Dorlia.
And Nikki B.
And we have our special guest with us, Miss Sherell Hodge.
Hey, you
Hey,
guys.
woo, 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 woo,
We're
woo.
going into part two. This is from last week. We had some great things. So while we are getting started on today's live, definitely go ahead and share, comment, drop your names in the chat. Give a shout out. Tell us why you're here. Sherell's going to be going into like storytelling and teaching us, or telling us about her journey with TikTok. So we're super excited to have you all on today. Before we jump into the live, though, we always want to give a shout out to our sponsors. So just a quick 5 seconds. Also, for those of you who are listening in to the podcast, you will be able to go visit their website and patronize their businesses. Okay. We have Beautifully You, www.beyou, the number 2 hair.com, which offers premium closure wigs, and it's an online boutique. We also have Virtual Impact Media that virtually impacts the world through social media, helping you build out your done for you social media and content. We also have More and More of the Word with Nazarene Dorsey. That's on Saturdays from 9:45 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. To listen to More and More of the Word, go to www.nazarenedorsey. That's NAZARENE Dorsey.com. We also have BCA Culture. BCA Culture is a business consulting tool that has helped entrepreneurs scale their businesses from 6 and 7 figures in the marketplace. Go to bcaculture.com if you need any help with your small to mid-sized business and securing funding and also getting your business set up right. And then last but not least, we have Faceless Marketing Academy. Faceless Marketing Academy shows you how to build a faceless online brand so you can earn passive income. And thank you to all of our sponsors for believing in us, sponsoring our show. This is our third show, by the way, so we're super excited to have Sherell Hodge. For those of you who tuned in last week, Sherell Hodge gave us some cold, some hot, and some spicy tea. And she also shared with us her experience growing up. And so we're super thankful. She lives by the mantra, a girl with the camera. And we're super thankful to have her on the show today. So we're going to dive a little bit deeper into Sherell's story. For those of you who are watching on LinkedIn, we see you. We thank you. We saw your comments last week. And we know that you are a very, very professional platform. So for you to be able to tune in and actually like the show that we put together last week, we want to thank you all as well for tuning in. And of course, Facebook and YouTube, thank you all as well for tuning in to last week's show. So let's get into it. I know Nikki B has some questions as well, and I do have some questions for you as well, Sherell. But I'm going to turn this over to Nikki.
Hey, everybody. It's Monday. We got the dynamic honey, the infamous honey, internet sensation honey, Miss Sherell Hodge here. Again, thank you so much, Sherell, for being here. Honey, let's get our teacups ready.
Whoa.
Okay, get your teacups ready because Sherell's gonna spill the tea, okay? But first, before we get into that, we just want to give a small introduction of what It's Monday is about. It's a live stream podcast that turns the most dreaded day of the week, which is Monday, to the most positive day of the week, which is Monday. So we want to look at Monday like Monday is the day that we're closing deals. We're signing contracts. We going to the bank, seeing big banks, hundreds of thousands of dollars in the banks. That's what we're waking up to, making money while we sleep. So yes, we're changing the negative connotation of Monday to the positive one. You know, it's all about outlook. How we look at things is how, things happen for us. So we are starting to look at Mondays like Mondays, okay, business Mondays, money making Mondays. That's right. So yes, so guys, what's your favorite day of the week? It's Monday, not Friday. Okay, so yes, we're gonna kick this thing back off, pick up where we left off, with Sherell spilling the hot tea. Again, we thank you, Sherell, and Darby, I'm gonna turn it back over to you.
All right. So now, Sherell, the first thing that I want you to do is, can you tell us the meaning of your handle names?
SSH. Oh,
Yep.
that's just my initials. Sherell Shanice Hodge. It's just my
Ah,
name.
okay, okay. I thought Ashay was like, I thought the last was like Ashay. I thought it was something like super deep, but I think that's a creative way you spelled it.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Now it makes sense. She said it's just my letters. Okay. Okay, gotcha. So how did you discover TikTok?
I had a friend. His name is Joe T. Y'all probably know him as Okay So Boom. He moved out here a few years ago. I kind of, in a sense, invited him into my life a little bit. He was like, "Wait, say no more. You need to go to TikTok." And I was like, "Go to TikTok and do what?" Because I'm thinking, before it was TikTok, it was that little, what is it, Smiley, Musically. That's what it was. We were just dancing, and I'm like, "Okay, well, go to TikTok and do what, sir?" And he's like, "You need to tell your story. Like, you need to get on there and just tell the world what you just told me." I was like, "All right, bro, I'm gonna do it." And I did. My very first video went viral. And I was like, "Yo," he was like, "That don't happen to regular people." And I was like, "What does that mean?" He was like, "That means you keep going and you keep going." And I'm like, "All right." And that's what I did.
That's good. That's good. Now, when you first went viral and you woke up the next day and you saw that your video had gone viral, and that was back, like you said, TikTok was transitioning from Musically to TikTok, right?
Mhm.
So how did you say, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna break this all the way down and just start telling my stories? And then how did you start coming up with your story formats?
Um, well, it wasn't really about the format. I think like once the video went viral, it really kind of just gave me the ammunition to just keep talking. And like I knew that my life was interesting. I just didn't think that people cared enough to hear it because people go through what I go through all the time. But not a lot of people are as public as me. So the transition or whatever your question was, I'm so sorry. It was just more so along the lines of if I'm going to tell the story, let me not jump right into what it was that I was saying. Because, like, at the moment, I was just talking about my baby father and domestic violence and all the things that I had went through. So I was like, let me halt right here. We got to take it all the way back because the trauma started way before I met my baby daddy. It started when my mama was like, I don't want them kids. I want my dude. So I was like, from what I can remember, and then the fact that my parents told us a lot. Like once we start asking questions, my adopted parents just gave us the answer. So I had a lot of answers to things. And then as a kid, 16, 17, I was going through like all the paperwork. I was reading. I was just being nosy. Granted, it wasn't really being nosy because it was my life, but I learned a lot of information by digging through all that paperwork and just reading and soaking up as much information as I could.
Oh, wow. So, do you plan your content? Like when you start creating and crafting, do you actually plan it? Do you have a lot of content that's saved in your drafts? Do you just pick up your phone and just say, "Hey, look, I'm gonna go, I got these pictures. I'm gonna do a green screen. I'm gonna tell you about this girl who went through this. I'm gonna tell you about this phase of my life when I went through this." How do you come up with your story ideas? Do they just hit your mind? Like Tyler Perry said, all his stories just hit him kind of like at once. How do your stories come to you?
No, I don't plan them at all. I used to have a thing where I would go and record like 10 stories and then like put out 3 a day. But I mean, my stories, they're not really something that comes to you. Like trauma breeds, like, well, I won't say breed, but trauma leaves a stain.
Mm-hmm.
So when you've been through so much, it's kind of hard to forget it because you want to recognize it if you see it again, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So when I took that pause and said, I'm gonna go all the way back to the beginning, I just said, bump it. I'm gonna tell the story from the moment I can remember as a child, and we're gonna take it all the way up to 27 years. And I, from what, 4 in the little foster care thing, and then 16 up until now, I still got a long way to go. So I definitely don't plan. The only thing I did was call my little brother and had him go through all my mom's stuff back home. I'm like, send me pictures. and da da da. And then I went on the internet and found all my other ones. Like it wasn't hard to find him.
Wow. What's a story that you have not told yet?
I've honestly, the story I haven't told was, I think when I slept outside of a Sonic. I was with my baby daddy. He lost his place again. You know, I'm following behind him. You're supposed to be the man. You're supposed to lead me to where we're supposed to be going. He did. He led me to the living room floor of his friend's house, and we got into it. And I was just like, "This is your friend. I don't have to stay here." So I left. I grabbed my little blanket. I left my daughter with her dad, and I walked. And I walked until I saw a Sonic, and I laid down on the ground and covered myself up. And while I was laying there, I heard a car pulling up, which was so strange. I heard a car pulling up, so I lifted my head, and it was the police. And he was like, "What are you doing out here?" And I was like, "I'm just trying to rest." He was like, "Outside of a Sonic? Like, are you homeless?" And he ended up taking me to jail for the night. And he was like, "We're going to take you there because I can't just visibly leave you here because I saw you." And then considering, you know, at the time I was a child. So I did spend the night in jail. The next morning I got out, got my blanket, and I did it again. But the next night that I slept out, it wasn't the police that found me. It was actually the pastor of this church, which later they ended up becoming my godparents. So him and his wife took me and my daughter in, and I kind of just took off from there.
Wow. Do you still keep in contact with them to this day?
My godmom actually passed last year.
Okay. Sorry to hear
Cancer,
that.
yeah, cancer came. She thought it was gone, and then it came back aggressive and took her. As far as my father, my godfather, no, I don't talk to him anymore. But that's a different story for a different day.
Gotcha. Definitely understand that. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Nikki over there like, oh, we'll need to go down that rabbit hole, right?
Different.
Yeah. Just say that for your TikTok.
Because you know how Sherell will get, honey.
Man.
Child, we'll all be sitting up here like, now what you say? Yes. So, Sherell, even though you went through things like that, you slept outside of a Sonic, you just said bump it and just decided to leave and just to remove yourself from a negative situation. As far as negative situation goes on social media, how do you handle that when you're getting, the negative comments or this or that? Because you can't just react off
Right.
of what people say. You can't just do that. So how do you handle that, like with the whole Tasha K situation? Like, how do you handle that?
I just be laughing. I ain't even gonna lie, because I can't let people who are on a screen make me feel some type of way. Like, of course, I'll clap back. They'll be like, "Oh my God, like, girl, you was just a terrible kid." Of course I was a terrible kid. I'm telling you I was a terrible kid. You're not telling me anything new type shit. So my way of clapping back is sarcasm, But other than that, like, I can't let people that I don't know who saw you're here, and because you're here, I'm making money. So you stay here, but I'm not gonna let you like get under my skin or anything.
And I'm asking that too because it's easy to just react, but being mature, even though you've gone through everything that you've gone through and reacted the way you've acted and landed you in certain situations, you still handle yourself accordingly, because honey, your sarcasm comes with receipts. So it's it's a little bit different. It comes with receipts. So people play it smart when they come to you, when it comes to this social media stuff. So do you have like any future dreams of, collabs or, influencers that you want to work with, or new projects that you would like to do?
Actually, I do. I have a lot of people that's reaching out and they just want to be connected to me. And my main thing is I'm just a nobody trying to tell somebody about what I went through in my life. That's it. But people will be like, "No, it's so much more. Like, you tell your story and you're so bold and fierce with it." Like, I've been like, and I'm not gonna name drop or whatever, but people will say I've been through exactly what you're going through, but I can't bring myself to talk about it, not even to myself. And so, like, I try to explain to them and never try to force them, but I'm like, if you're still dealing with this and it hurts you from thinking about it, you can't even talk about it with yourself. I personally feel like you need to get that up out of you. And I'm not telling you to go to TikTok, Facebook, or anything of the sort. If you want to write journal, put it in a journal and just get it out of you, because I can tell that you're still bothered by it. And some things that I talk about in my life, I'm still bothered by it, and occasionally I'll tear up about the situation. But I feel like it's a mechanism of release. Like, I've tried therapy, I've tried the whole what they call pillow talking to somebody who's supposed to love you, da da da. But once I got on TikTok and I was getting the negative and I was getting the positive, and then I had that very gray area where people were like, dang, man, you remind me of me. Thank you for giving me the fuel to go and do this. So once I like figured out, like, man, it's just me and my camera, I'm about to tell these people this, because what y'all gonna do to me type of thing. Like, it was just like drastic change of events in a sense.
That's good. Now, let's rewind back, because I know, Nikki, you touched on this. For those who are watching and might not understand what happened with Tasha K. Tasha K is an influencer. And Tasha K has, oh gosh, not the eyes. She is an influencer in her space. She covers celebrity media. She covers like celebrity gossip. And sometimes she's accurate and sometimes she's not. And she has her particular audience. What happened with that situation from your perspective?
Well, the recorded, because I got the receipts, but let me tell you. So I got an email, and mind you, I never really knew who Tasha K was. I heard of her through the whole Cardi B situation. I'm like, dang, girl, it's a black woman. Oh, another black woman, $4 million. I hope you get it, twin. And this is before I figured out like she was a fan. So I get an email, and they're like, hey, this is Chelsea. That was her assistant. I'm reaching out on behalf of Tasha K. She's a huge fan of yours, blase, blase. Y'all know the whole little thing that they do. And she was wondering if I would come on the show and talk about the Ashley Grayson situation. So I'm reading the email and I'm like, who is Tasha K? You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, I know, but like,
let me ask you this too. Before you get deep, was this before she had already interviewed Patrick, or was this after? So this
was before.
Okay, so and for those of you who are watching, Patrick was Ashley Grayson's previous ex-boyfriend.
Shout out to P-Tape.
Okay.
Yes. So of course, I'm trying to figure out. I actually reach out to Patrick and I'm like, yo, you know who Tasha K is? And he's like, yeah, she's a well-known influencer on the internet, da da da. So usually I would go to the internet and search, but now I need to know if somebody else know her, because whatever. So I go to the internet and I see she has like 1 million subscribers, like she big, and I'm like, no, oh my, like I'm excited. I'm like, oh my God, it's Tasha K. I'm excited. I'm running around like I gotta be cute, da. So we go and we're talking, and she tells me like it's gonna be virtual. We're gonna send you a link, da 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 da. So mind you, let's take it a step back. In a big situation like this, you get contracts in place, right? You're gonna say like, this is the lineup. I have access and rights to this, and you don't do whatever. You're gonna have your contracts in place. She didn't do any of that. She was really intrigued and really excited about getting the tea, that she forgot to cross her T's and dot her I's, especially with me. So we do the interview. I have my phone, because mind you, no contract in place. So I have my phone posted up like this, so you can record the whole screen, because I'm going to just post it over here. I'm going to let you keep this one. I'm going to post this. I posted the video not even an hour after it was done, right? And I get a strike from YouTube. And they were like, you've been hit with copyright. If you do this again, your whole platform is basically gone. So I'm like, what did I get a strike for? This is mine. Like, this is my face. Like, what? So I go into my email. I'm getting ready to send Tasha K or Chelsea or whoever an email back. And she texts my phone and was like, what are you doing, Sherell? You trying to take money out of my pocket? Like, that's low down, that's foul, that's this and that's that. And I'm like, hold on. What are you talking about? She was like, you knew for a fact that was my content. I can post it, da 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 da. And this is where it clicked in. You are and this is just as me thinking. You are a multimillionaire with a platform. You have attorneys, you have all these people working for you, and you failed to do the one thing you needed to do, and that was get a contract in place and say, Sherell, you do not have permission to post this. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to just hide the video. This is me. No, she went a next step and had YouTube snatch the video down and said if there was anything else dealing with the situation, they were going to take my channel, and that was that. So I went ahead and I was like, all right, I'm going to agree with y'all, whatever, because I can't lose all the hard work that I have, right? So everything cool, calm, and collect. And then I reach out to Pat. I let him know what's going on, da-da-da. find out she has an app, the Tasha K Live. I was like, oh, this bitch got money. You know, this is me thinking, like, what are you worried about my little coins for? So I go into the app and she's charging people $12 to see me. And I've never charged anybody anything. Well, up until now, but I never charged to talk, to be seen, to come on, none of that. So I'm like, how you and me thinking she has all this money, why would you come and ask me for a free interview and then turn around and sell it to my supporters? I didn't like that. So I waited a little bit because people kept telling me from all different angles, like, Sherell, you don't want to go up against Tasha K. Baby, I will go up against God. That's how strong-willed I am in my head. If I have my proof that Jesus, you didn't bless me when you said you was going to bless me yesterday, I'm going to tell you, you know? So I'm not worried about it, but I did hold off. I said, man, I'm dealing with Ashley. I got this case going on, and the FBI doing what they're doing. So I'm going to wait just a little bit because Tasha K might have a little more reach than Ashley. But then it just kind of was like, man, bump that. I'm about to let the world know you're not finna keep getting away with this. I'm over here feeling some type of way, and you making $12 off each person that want to see what I got to say. And then she had the nerve to text me and say, I don't even want the second interview. You wasn't getting it no ways, baby, unless she was gonna pay me. So yeah, that's how that went. Sorry.
Man, that's messed up. So now since that, how do you approach brand partnerships? Since that, like, what did that teach you? And just as a business owner, what did that teach you? Like, that was a business one-on-one lesson for her, but then what did you see on the flip side of that?
It definitely made me get my ducks in a row. So if you want me, one, I got my terms and conditions listed wherever you find me at. Two, you're going to have to pay me. It may not be a big ticket, which I really don't care about big tickets, but I just want people to understand, like, the value of my time when I come and I sit down, because I have kids and they're waiting for me to, you know what I'm saying? So I learned, like, contracts, making sure that you uphold your end, because I'm going to be sure that I uphold mine. And if there's any gray area that you decide you want to step over into my lane, then we're going to do what we got to do as far as the legal side. But shoot, I'm so good with receipts, baby. I don't think nobody going to want to cross them contracts. I'll probably have to make another TikTok again.
Listen. I feel you on that. Nikki already knows how I am about paperwork. She already knows how I am about paperwork.
All black and white. It's all black and white.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter the relation. It doesn't matter anything. Sister, brother, cousin, auntie. You got to have it in black and white.
That's right.
That's standing on business, period.
That's standing on business 101, especially when you're dealing with people, you know, across these platforms, across the oceans, especially when you're doing international business. You got to have it in black and white. So y'all take that away, entrepreneurs. So what factors do you consider when working with a brand for someone that might be watching this and who wants you to market or advertise like their wig? Or how can they reach out to you to be a partner? Like, what are some things that you're looking for in a collaboration?
They don't really have to have like factors, because I'm big on helping anybody that crosses paths with me. But I just ask that you be business minded when it comes to, like, I have companies that I know for a fact that's making millions of dollars will reach out to me and say, hey, Sherell, can you promote this wig? We want to give you $200. I was like, but you're selling this same wig you want me to promote for $400. And it's not me saying like, oh, give me $400 and I'll do it. No, because I know if I put this on my platform, you're going to make $10,000 off one video alone. And that's probably me just being shy of myself, because my commission right now is crazy, So I just feel like when you approach, although I may not be this big person and I keep saying I'm just a regular individual, but my voice reaches people. So be considerate about, oh, I'm going to reach out to Sherell. I want Sherell to put her time, energy, motivation, brain cells, all of this into a video to get people to want to come with me. But I want to lowball her and give her $100, $200. That's one thing if I tell you, like, give me $125, I'm going to do it for you, But I just want people to be considerate. I don't care what your business is, what you do, or what you want promoted. Just be considerate about reaching out and thinking, I'm just going to do it for pennies on the dollar. That's it.
That's good. That's right. Now let's switch it, because I know we're talking about brand collaborations, and we didn't really get to deep dive into this last week about the whole Keith Lee situation, sweetly seasoned, what happened with the mama and Trey. Okay. So let's talk about it this week, because I think it's so important to talk it out, air it out. Listen, we love supporting Black-owned businesses. Let's just say that for one. We love supporting Black-owned businesses. I never forget many years ago, before I knew what viral was, I went to a Black-owned business in Atlanta, and the video went straight viral all over Facebook. And then people wanted us to start coming out. And I was like, oh, no, I just did that out of the goodness of my heart. Right. But I can see how things can quickly go left or right when you are dealing with Black-owned businesses or brands in particular, and you start going viral, and then you get requested by other people to come out. So let's back it up, because, you know, some people were saying, oh, well, now you're trying to do the Keith Lee. And it's like, no, baby, this is what happens when you become a person of influence, or when you start talking, or people know that you can bring attention to their business. And it's called marketing and sales. So let's back up and let's go back. What happened? We saw you jumping in the video. You're like, Keith Lee. You just, you know, you're cheering them on, girl. You tapped into your cheering bag. You were like, I love you. Come out to Sweetly Season. And then take it from there.
It went left. So my friend hit me. I'm in my room. This is my office right here. He hit me. He said, Sherell. I said, what, bro? He said, Keith Lee just called my mama. I said, okay. Not even registering what he said. He talking about, so he's coming out tomorrow. And then it clicked. I was like, wait, you know, and I'm excited. You know, I'm running through my house screaming. He's like, bro, shut up. I'm talking to you. And I was like, I don't even care. Yo, hold on. We need to get shirts. Like, I'm over here just trying to like organize everything. We need to be there early. We need to be there on live. We need to do it all. He's like, yes, I'm on my way over. And he don't come to my house at all. I always got to go to him. So I knew it was like, this is the real deal. So he get over here, he tells me the shirts that he wants made for him, Keith Lee, and the wife. And then I make one that represents the business because you want me to be the cashier. Sherell, my mom don't got no workers, so we need you. All right, boom, I'm there. I make the shirt, he get his stuff, and we going on. The next morning I wake up, I pull up to the spot. We go to the Dollar Tree. We get some markers. We rewriting the menu because I've been told, Keith Lee told them to up their prices because it was about to go crazy. Now, granted, it did sit crazy in my head, but I ain't talked to the man, so I don't know. I'm here to support my friend. So we go, and I'm sitting there. I'm on live. We on the back of the trunk. I'm writing the menu, and I'm like, yo, what's the price? It's like, come on, hurry up. Da, 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 da. So I'm getting everything set, and then it's the wait. And so I'm like, all right. Let's do something. My brother started cutting hair. People in the comment section telling me, Sherell, you gonna braid my hair? I was like, you pull up to the spot, I got you. And the lady said that she was on her way. So while we're on live, of course, the people questioning, like, do you know if Keith Lee is coming or are y'all hoping? And so my friend was like, Jesus told me he coming. I look sideways. I know when to play with the Lord and when not to. And he didn't tell me nothing. So I'm just here hoping that the man come. And they was like, look at Sherell. She don't even know what the hell going on. I was like, I don't. I'm just here to help my friend. And now I'm about to braid some hair. So my brother braiding hair, the lady pull up, cutting hair, sorry. The lady pull up, I'm braiding hair. And then I'm just looking, you know, my brother left after finishing to braid hair. Mind you, I'm moving too fast, sorry. He goes to get us daiquiris. I done went to the bathroom, I done came back, I done start braiding hair. So I'm drinking this Miyoko or whatever it's called, and I'm braiding, and I'm looking at my phone, and I'm like, what? And I immediately, like, it sounds crazy, but I went into like a praise break in a sense because I never prayed for him to come, but it was like, dang, God heard like my cheer, all of this. And I'm like, oh my God, like I'm excited. So I'm backing up from the phone, but I run to the phone and I'm like, yo, Trey, it's Keith Lee, talk, like hurry up, talk. You know, like this is what you're supposed to be doing. I did my part type shit. So he confused, he said whatever. So I snatched the phone back. We run it to the owner now. Like, here's Kim, da-da-da. Keep in the comment section talking about what food am I pulling up to. And I'm like, we got fried ribs, we got jerk chicken tacos, we got banana pudding, we got everything. Just come, you know? And the owner, she's sitting there like, she just confused as hell. I'm like, what is going on? Y'all about to miss the opportunity of a lifetime. But don't worry about this. I got the football. I'm about to make the touchdown type shit. So I get off live or whatever. No, I did. Yes, I did. I got off live and I had to throw my phone on the charger because I'm like, I gotta be live when Keith Lee comes. So I get off live and I'm like, yo, I hope he's not playing. And I'm sitting in the car waiting on my phone to charge. And then Trey comes to the door. He was like, yo, mama needs you in there. Like, she just got this big order, but she needs some help. And I was like, all right, I'm coming. So I go inside, my phone on charge a little bit. I set up and I go live. I'm inside. I don't order me some more food. I'm like, well, I don't see nothing going on, but I'm gonna just sit in a little bit of truck and I'm gonna just wait. So she pushed out the order and they gone on through, right? About maybe an hour, because it took her forever to make my food. It was good though. I hear B is Keith Lee. And so I look out the little window and I'm like, oh, it's Keith Lee. And like, I'm so excited. Like, and you can hear it in the video. I'm like, oh my God, Miss Kim is Keith Lee. And she's like, ah. And she's looking and I'm like, okay, all right. So as he's walking across the field, you know, the camera crew, his sister, his wife, everybody pulling up. And I'm like, yes, Keith Lee. And I immediately stick my hand out. Oh, look, I know this your business now, but look, he here now. So Mr. Lee, you know, and then I reach over and I shake his wife's hand. Of course, he's talking about how he's seen us on the live and what we were doing. Da, 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 da. And so he was like, I saw you braiding hair. I saw your brother cutting. I'm going to leave him 1,000. I'm going to leave you 1,000 and 2,000 to the lady. So
okay, wait. Let's clear this. So he told you directly in that moment, because I think that was where the confusion erupted, where it was like, oh, well, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. But he literally told you, like, hey, this is what I'm going to do. And he was already familiar with you because he had been on your live anyway, going back and forth with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. So afterwards, it never crossed my mind to, oh, my brother don't work here. I don't work here. We at this point, we all a family. You're here. You about to get the Keith Lee effect, and we'll skedaddle and get our money later type thing. So even in the midst of him saying like, card me up, charge my card for $4,000. Customer service has always been my top thing. So I'm like, how are you guys? Like, you know, it's gonna charge you tax if that's okay. Like, I'm just letting him know. Like, I'm keeping you very informed throughout the process. So anyways, she asked for some more tacos. He tells us that we're going to need more people. And then, you know, he dissipates on his way. So before he leaves, though, I do say, hey, Keith. And he's like, what's up? And I was like, do a TikTok with me. He was like, I'll take a picture with you. I was like, shit, that works for me, you know? So I'm going. She going too. We get out. We take our pictures. My friend, well, Trey, he takes the picture too. And you hear people in the background like, is that Sherell? And I'm like, what's up? And we take the pictures and then they going on about their business. In this same mindset, Keith Lee's gone. People starting to pull up a little bit. I don't say anything about the money. At this point, I'm on the outside of the truck because I'm about to start taking orders. And I'm going to just, like I told her, as I take the orders and get the payment, I'm going to put the ticket in the window and you push the food out the other window. She's like, okay, that's cool. So, of course, it started to die down a little bit. I'm outside. I'm just so excited. Like, yo, like, Trey, you really did this. Mind you, I'm giving him all the credit. I don't care. I got my picture. I got my video. I'm going to make a couple $1,000 off that alone type shit. So I'm like, yo, bro, you really did this. And he was like, I sure did. And it didn't register in my mind like, I sure did, because that's my friend. You would have been like, no, we did it, you know, but whatever. So as we're walking, his mom's like, Sherell. And I was like, yes, ma'am. She was like, I just want to let you know that you won't get the money for a day or two. And I was like, oh, I know how Square works. You know, in my mind, I knew she would have it in the morning, but it never bothered me because shit, I got to come back tomorrow anyways. You still ain't got no workers, you know? So we go home. Everything's cool. My brother knows about his money. I know about mine. I ain't really tripping. So I wake up the next morning. I text her. I was like, hey, Kim. She said, who's this? It's who's this now? You know, but I was saying nothing. I was like, this is Sherell. I was just trying to see if you have any workers for today because Trey said he needed us back. And she was like, oh, yeah, I have workers today. And then I said, well, there's a guy that wants to redo you menus and flyers so you can put it out. Like, you really about to be popping in the streets. And she was like, well, you can give me his information. I said, well, I'm going to just send him your number. And when she didn't say anything about the money, I was just like, well, my brother's getting ready to go back home. So you can keep my $1,000, but just give my brother his because I really don't know how he going to get it. Granted, I could have sent it to him, but, you know, just trying to keep it professional and formal.
Now, when you asked her, let me ask you this. When you said that you can keep my $1,000, you were just saying keep it like as in hold it, or you were saying, hey, you can actually have my $1,000 because I know that you're a business and I know you're trying to get back on your feet. Like when you say that, what were you really saying?
I told her she could have it. I didn't want it.
Okay.
Yes. Right. So she tells me to call basically. So I call her, they get on the phone. She's like, I don't feel inclined to give you or your brother the money because you guys are not a part of the brand. And I'm like, not a part of the brand. Okay. But Keith Lee said to do this and to do that. And so she was like, yeah, but I don't think he really understood that, you know, you guys don't work for me. And in my mind, I'm thinking, but you wasn't saying that when I was in that hot ass truck. Talking to you, my light's about to die. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry.
So while Sherell is going away, we're gonna go ahead and shout out our you got a plug, Sherell?
I don't have a plug.
Okay. All right. While you getting this set up, we're gonna go ahead and shout out our sponsors.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
I'm talking about plugging in something here.
Oh, no, you're fine. We'll go ahead and shout out our sponsor really quick while she gets situated. And we want to thank Beautifully You, BU2hair.com, online boutique for premium wig closures. We want to thank Virtual Impact, impacting the world through social media. We also want to thank More and More of the Word with Nazarene Dorsey, which is a faith-based show that airs every Saturday from 9:45 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. Listen online at www.nazarenedorsey.com. We also want to thank BCA Culture. BCA Culture is a business consulting software tool for small to mid-sized businesses. For those of you who are interested in securing your business, so you can secure big funding, then reach out to bcaculture.com and get your business in order. And then last but not least, we have Faceless Marketing Academy, where you can learn how to build a faceless brand and earn thousands in passive income leveraging AI and systems. And we're going to jump right back into this part of the show. Nikki, I know, was there anything else that you wanted to say before we bring Sherell back on? Because she's telling us about the Keith Lee situation, and whoo, man.
Just know that the information that y'all getting is exclusive information. though she's told her story on many platforms, she has not told her story to us here at It's Monday. So yes, this content is exclusive, and we're not here to make exclusive content, but we just want you to know that she is human just like the rest of us. She goes through things just like the rest of us. Sherell is someone that we can relate to, someone that we can, use some of her tools in our businesses if we want to go viral or if we want to create this content. So just know that this information that y'all are getting tonight is exclusive. She dropping gems, she giving tea. So now that she's back, let's continue.
So now we done got the light situation, y'all. As y'all can see, we are truly live. Make sure that you share the video as well. So we're gonna jump right back into it. So at this point of the story, you told Kim, the owner of Sweetly Seasoned, that she can literally keep the $1,000, and then
yeah,
you go.
No, so I told her that she can keep my 1,000, but just give my brother his. So of course, we get on the phone. She tells me that she's not inclined to pay us because we were not a part of the brand. Okay, cool. So I hang up with her. I don't never get disrespectful to no adult, if I don't got to. So I hung up in her face and I immediately called my friend. I was like, yo, your mama tripping. And he was like, I told you that itch was gonna be tripping. And I was like, yeah, well, I told her she could keep my money, but my brother ain't that friendly. He want his $1,000. That's a lot of money. He was like, I'm gonna talk to her, but I kind of figured she was gonna do all of this, especially once all the money was given to her. I was like, okay, well, look, this is what I'm gonna tell you. She got to 5 o'clock to figure out what she gonna do with that $1,000, or I'm gonna take it to where I take it. He told me, come on, bro, please don't do that. Please, because if it was your mom, I wouldn't take it to the internet about her. I said, nope, this is where we go differently. Because if it was my mama, she would have never done that. If it was my mom, I would have changed it.
Where's the horn we needed?
For real, I'm big on integrity and I'm big on respect. I don't care if somebody give me $5 and tell me to give my brother $2.50. You're gonna get it, because you never know what could be behind that. Okay, you did right with a little. Now I'm about to give you a lot. I stand firm on that. So he was like, come on, bro. Please don't take it to the internet. Please don't take it to the internet. I knew she was going to do this craziness, but when I get the money, I would give it. No, it's not about when you get the money, because she has the money. So he was really starting to piss me off in a sense, because he kept trying to defend his mom in the wrongdoing. And I was like, even if she says, oh, I can't give it to you today. Okay, that's fine. Well, just give me a time that you can give it to me. Therefore, I know in my mind when to expect it, or if I got to revert back to my original plan, then that's what I'm going to do. So he was like, all right, I'm going to call her. I'm going to talk to her. So we get off the phone. My brother pissed off. He ready to go flip the rocket ship over. I was like, chill out. Don't do that. Don't touch it. We're gonna wait and see how things go. So of course, I'm already thinking the legal route. I already got what Keith Lee said on video. Now all I need my brother to do is go over there, politely ask her for the money that's due to him. And when she say no, you're gonna wake up to a lawsuit in the morning. So the son, Trey, he calls me back and he's just like, yeah, she's not going. She's not going. They had some type of meeting with the family and they don't feel like they owe y'all the money, although Keith Lee said it. And then he proceeds to misconstrue this man's words. He gonna say, well, I watched the video and he told my mom to give it to y'all if she felt like it. I said, you heard it, I heard it, and everybody else heard it. That is not what that man said. Now I'm doing y'all a solid by telling her she can keep mine, because I could really use that $1,000. My kid's growing daily, but I know how to make the money, and I knew for a fact me having a video, a picture, anything with Keep Lee, I was gonna get the analytics. Not that I'm trying to use them, but you don't have to give me nothing, sir. You came out here to try food. You didn't come out here for braids. So when he said that, I said, oh, okay. So I see the type of game that we're playing. He talking about, just please don't take it to the internet. I said, she got till 5 o'clock to tell me what she gonna do, or we taking it to the internet. So as soon as I hung up the phone with him, I went on Facebook. I said, what did I say? It's a beautiful day today. I said something slick, you know, and I just left it at that. Like, people was wondering, like, what's going on? No, I didn't. I said, it's some ish that's about to hit the internet today. And everybody thinking I'm talking about Ashley. I don't care about Ashley. I really don't. I ain't talking about that, but I let people just have their thoughts. I said, well, he see it. I know for a fact he sees it.
So you were warming him up. You was like putting out the little yellow flag, like, come on now, I love you.
You know? That's it. I said, I'm putting the oven on 350. It is preheating, because once we get there, baby, I'm about to shoot off. Honestly, I really gave him a little longer than 5 o'clock. I really did. And I was like, all right, maybe they gonna call. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they gonna call. Me and my brother, we decided we was gonna pull up to the spot. He get in his car, I get in mine, because I'm not sending you into unknown waters. You're not from here. I don't care if we do get beat up or something. I'm not sending you out there by yourself. So I go with him. I get out. I have my phone on record. That's the only way I'm gonna get my receipts. So I got my phone on record. I walk over to my friend. It was never any intentions on putting him on the internet in that manner. The recording was so I wouldn't look crazy, present record while he was asking. So he was like, look, bro, my brother said to Trey, look, bro, I'm trying to be respectful, but I know my mouth. So instead, can you go and ask your mom for the money and then just bring it back to me, and I'm going to go on about my business. Of course, he had an excuse. Man, I told you that I'm going to just give it to you when I get the money. And the difference between him and me, my brother's impatient, okay? I understand that you don't got no money and that you can't give it to me right now. He don't. He knows what was allotted to him. So Trey ended up walking over to his mom to say whatever. And I stood there and I talked to my brother. And he was just like, bro, like, I just feel like this is really weird that she doesn't want to give me my money, because if I owed her something, she would expect it from me. So of course the friend comes back and he was like, well, she ain't giving it to us. She said that she was going to give me $1,000 and then I could give y'all whatever I wanted to give you. Okay. All right. Well, it's time. It's time. And that really just fueled. I drove from over there. My brother went home. I drove from over there back to Louisville. I got right here in this window with my little light and I went to work. And the moment I posted that video, it literally was like, we knew it was coming, because everybody was saying, like, look at her face. When Keith Lee asked if he could pray for us, he had to ask her 3 times. Sherell over there praying, and you know what I'm saying? Why? And granted, I didn't want to do it, but then I had to think, even though my brother didn't say it, Sherell, I watched you go to bat for other people. If you don't go to bat for me, what? And I refuse. You ain't
right. That kind of caused a rift in your, in your household with your family,
man. Sure, you could have easily, you know what I'm saying? So that was my mindset. It wasn't, oh, you just want to tarnish a Black person's business. No, it's not that. If I'm gonna stand on business for strangers I don't even know, you gotta imagine how hard I'm gonna go for my blood. And it just went from there and took off.
Man, so okay, so why do you think Trey was so defensive? Because everybody knows their parents. Mm-hmm. And I think he had put up a video saying that you knew that, his mom is allegedly. Let me just preface this, because it's Monday, live streaming podcast gonna keep going, okay? So allegedly it was said that he said, and he admitted or said something online, that his mom is not all the way there mentally or something like that, and that you knew that. And I think that's why he was trying to come to her defense. Can you confirm or deny those allegations?
That woman ain't slow, man. That woman ain't slow. She wasn't slow when she heard him say, "I'm giving you $4,000, charge my car." She wasn't slow when the man sat there and said 1,000, 1,000, 2,000. She looked the man dead in his face. She wasn't slow when she came up with them recipes to make that food. She wasn't slow when she put that business together to start a food truck. She wasn't slow when she decided that she was gonna buy a car cash so that she didn't have a car note. She was not slow when she walked into that grocery store and bought all that food and got in the truck. But all of a sudden, now that it's time for you to divvy up what you're supposed to divvy up, you slow now? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You should have played that card earlier.
So do you feel like in some ways with because the internet, the one thing about the internet is that it believes in doing right when it's about other people. Now, when it comes to them, people want grace. But when it comes to other people,
Yep.
you do not want to be caught in the internet courts. And I know we got about 5 more minutes. Moses said we learning about people not standing on business. Yeah, yeah, a life lesson 101.
Right.
When it came to Miss Kim of Sweetly Seasoned, the internet did not show any grace at
None.
all.
None.
Why do you think people were going so hard for not only you but also for Keith Lee and saying that they were not going to support her business anymore?
Because man, people don't play about Keith Lee. Like, let's just get straight to the point. They don't play about Keith Lee. They feel like this man has built a platform to go and help other people. So if he comes out there to help you and you take advantage or you go against what it is that this man is saying, baby, that's like, who can we compare him to? We can't really compare him to God because nobody compares. But think of somebody that you like, don't touch that. Think of it as your newborn baby. Don't touch my baby. Like, I'm gonna go to bat for it. So people were doing that, like, oh, you playing with Keith Lee money after he said it. So we're gonna do that. Sherell just added fuel to fire because she gonna speak. Now we gonna speak,
Honey, when I say our internet cousins tore to smithereens,
And look,
honey, is the lady still in business today?
yesterday, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. I had to go shoot 3 episodes of my podcast, and I drove by there because that's where the studio is. And I was like, oh my god, they're outside, but I can't really pull up. But I sent my friend who's here. I was like, bro, drive up to the rocket ship up there and give me some fried ribs and some fries. And he was like, all right. All right, he told me these ain't the people. I was like, it is, but they don't know that you with me. Just go give me some food or whatever. So she was there that day. I haven't been out there. I won't go back to the studio until Thursday or Friday. But the food was good. It was good. I slaughtered the heck out of that food. I just couldn't tell it was me. Could no tell it was.
So that's good. So what's your relationship now with Trey? I know that y'all had like this big rift online, and it's difficult when you go through stuff with your friends and you got both of your families on each side, but y'all are caught in the middle as friends. He's trying to, manage his mom. You got your brother on your side, but in the middle, that's where y'all meet as friends. Where are y'all at today?
We ain't nowhere. I'm over here. He's somewhere.
Okay. Okay.
I'm big on accountability. If you can't even acknowledge what it is that you did, I get what he was doing. You standing by your mama as you should. You know what I'm saying? But I would stand by my mom and be like, look, I'm right here, but you wrong. You wrong as the mug, but I'm gonna stand by you because you my mom. And that's all I like. Even after the little conversation he said that we had, even after I said, Trey, it's not about what you or her are doing. It's the fact that off the internet, you can't even tell me to my face, bro, I was wrong and my mama was wrong, and I'm gonna do my best to fix it. You still lying and you still defending her in this bull crap as if she's right. And until you make it right, until you say, Sherell, I messed up, we will never be nothing. Because if it was my brother and I was over here with you dead wrong, and you need to make this right. And I would have been beefing with my brother. That's it. I'm big on accountability. Take and acknowledge what you did, and then we can move forward. We can't move forward because we still stuck in a lie.
Wow. Well, listen, we heard it for the record. Sherell set the record straight. She talked about Keith Lee. She talked about her situation. Nikki, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Sherell is always dropping bombs in the tea, honey. God bless Sweetly Seasoned, and let's just pray. They recover from this situation and continue to recover from this situation. You guys, it is coming to a short end or a quick end to this wonderful Monday, and Sherell giving us these this teacup, yes, bombs being dropped, period. Sherell, again, thank you for being on our show.
Of course.
Again, I'm proud of you. We're proud of you for the person that you have become, for the woman that you are, for having the courage that a lot of us don't have. We want
That's funny.
more. The confidence that a lot of us don't have. You know, you're getting up there and you're letting it be known. Y'all, if y'all need more on Sherell, please go follow SSH on TikTok, huh?
I was like on everything.
On everything. On everything. So you can get your daily dose of Sherell, honey, because the tea is always hot. Go and follow Darby Dorlia and myself, Nikki B. Those are our names on all platforms. You can check us out there. You can get more information. Y'all, please, please, please tell a neighbor, tell a friend to come and join in, honey. On It's Monday live stream. If you are a small business or entrepreneur and you wish to join us here at It's Monday live stream to get knowledge about your business, to get funds to help your business out, to get recognition on your business, please, please, please email us at It's Monday livestream at gmail.com so that we can reach out to you and get you on our show. You guys, we do have some hot steaming stuff coming down the pipe. So please, please, please stay connected, and it's gonna be putting some money in your pockets. So please, 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 please stay connected to us because you know that we're all about getting the bag, honey. So Darby Dorlia, do you have anything else? Sherell, do you have anything else?
Like she's like, no, she's all spoken out. Well, y'all, I just want to say thank y'all so much. And Sherell, what's your favorite day of the week?
It's Monday.
Hey! All right, y'all. Look, we appreciate y'all for coming on board. We thank you for tapping in. Shout out to Moses. Moses said, great job, Sherell, staying in business. Thank you so much, Moses, for tapping in and tuning in. We thank y'all so much. For those who are listening to the podcast, once we take the audio and put it in podcast, we appreciate you for supporting It's Monday. Thank you, Sherell, so much for your time. It's been a pleasure having you on our show last week and this week. And then y'all, next week, Sherell is coming back to go over her business, what she does, how you can take her classes, how you can book her. So you can go to lifeofsherell.com. And also, we look forward to you all staying connected. So next Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. And we look forward to you all having a wonderful day. We all got to go because we are mamas, okay? And we be with the mic because our kids in the back, and we got to get ready for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, okay?
That's right.
Talk to y'all later. Thank you so much. Bye, y'all.
Bye.